Hi, my name is Thomas. Welcome to Cheeky Kokako for another miniatures video. In this episode, I'm looking at the mini which I use for one of the plants, the Shrieker. The stats for the Shrieker can be found in the monster manual on page 138. The miniature that I chose for my Shrieker mini is from an Otherworld Miniatures pack, Shriekers and Violet Fungi 3, number DM8, and was sculpted by Kev Adams. It comes in a 3-pack with 3 identical sculpts, but some tentacles which you can add to the Violet Fungus mini. This unpainted miniature has a base size of medium, which is the size that Shrieker should be, so that made me happy. I've been making videos about my minis from Otherworld Miniatures because the company's recently closed due to the retirement of its owner. I feared that the minis might become unavailable, but I've now learned that many of their minis are starting to pop up for sale in other companies. Fenris Games has purchased the molds for about 100 of their minis, and some are also starting to pop up on the websites for both Crooked Dice and Dragon Bait Miniatures, so if you're looking for any Otherworld Miniatures, those are good places to look for them. Plus, they all make a lot of great minis of their own. This is really good news for me as well. I bought many Otherworld miniature minis, but had certainly not bought all of the minis which I'd wanted before they closed, so it's good to get a second chance to purchase the ones which I hadn't got to yet. Shriekers are great creatures. They don't have any attacks, and they can't move, but they're great plot devices. They appear to be human-sized mushrooms, and in the areas where they're found, they'll be surrounded by many other mushrooms of varying sizes, so they don't stand out in any way. At least, not until a creature moves to within 30 feet of the Shrieker, at which point the mushroom lets out a massive scream that everything within 300 feet can hear. They're great alarm systems to alert you of intruders, as well as alerting predators to the presence of potential food skulking around in an area. Conveniently for the Shriekers, any remains of creatures killed near them are broken down over time to feed the Shriekers, so it's a bit of a symbiotic relationship between them and the predators which they attract. It's a real issue for adventuring parties delving deep into dungeons, though. As usual for scale, Inchi 25mm in the Stork is 1 inch tall from the bottom of its base, while the Summer Eladrin mini will give an idea of the scale of the Shrieker next to an average human-sized mini. If you're looking for links to the minis in this video, you'll find them in the description. And that pretty much covers this miniature. If you have miniatures that you either like or dislike for Shriekers in your game, let us know what they are in the comments. I'll catch you next time when I show you another miniature from my collection. Until then, this is Thomas for Cheeky Kokako.